Hello everyone, my name is Caesar from Wirestream, and today I am here in Riverside, California. And what we're going to be doing is building a rack so we can install our Unify hardware. So let me show you what Francisco will be doing here. He already took apart the rack right there, or the box. This is I'm not even sure how you say the name, but I'm going to call it a TE ghetto. I'm not gonna even try the name, but basically it's a small rack. This is a 6U rack where we're gonna put a Unify UDR, the MVR system for Unify, and we're also gonna put the Dream Machine SE Special Edition for this particular unit. So usually what we do, we spread out all the parts together, and then we start putting it together outside before we actually go inside, the location that we're going to install it. So here's step number one. It's just putting the back plate of the rack. I will show Francisco on. We have done many of the racks together, but I will show him really quick how to get this a lot faster. Alright, so there is part one of the installation. So this is going to be the back plate. You will see that this is the back plate because it has multiple options to mount right here. And that bottom plate right there, that's right there, that's the cutouts for the cable to come in through the bottom. Next we have the side panels here, and the side panels are going to allow the rack to kind of stay still and not move. Before they can be mounted, usually what we do, we remove the cover, so that allows us to get a grip on the side mount. So side number one is completed. You will see that we're gonna have to now screw in that section right there to keep it in place. So we're gonna use 2 screws for that. This particular box has a tight type screw, so you can't just do it with a regular screwdriver. Alright, there's part two. That would be the second side door right there. And as well, it'll have to be screwed to the other side. Alright, so I had to step out for a minute, but you will see that we have the sides here that we mounted right here. This is where the switches will be hanging. And they got a couple side screws right here. Next, it's going to be the top portion of the rack. This holes right here is in case you want to install fans. And from there, we're also going to do the front cover. Alright, so we laid the top, and then this one will kind of sit in to do pressure onto holding the rack. Now before you mount this one, you have to remove also the cover, so that way it can help you sit it there. The way you remove the cover, you got to pull those pins up, and that's going to help you remove the cover. Okay, so that's pressuring there, and then the next one will be pressuring. It'll have pressure from the bottom and the top. So you got to make sure that the doors align. You will see how this becomes flush, and now it's just making sure that the other portion also gets aligned. And it requires a little bit of wiggle, but it goes in eventually. So after a few hits, it slams in and it stays solid. So the next thing is just putting a couple screws in there, and that will do it. So as you will see, 2 small screws will go in. Alright, so we just added 2 more screws to secure the door right here. And now, next thing is putting the cover back up. And just a note, we put this kind of sideways so that way it allows us to put pressure on the door as it holds. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the cover back on here. So let me show you how we pull this thing right here. So this thing we pull so then it can align right there, and then that goes in and secures. Close it, and now it's all secure. I'm gonna turn it, and I have the covers right here. I'm gonna use this key to turn it, and I am going to do the same thing. And there it is. Alright, so this is a close-up how the rack ended up looking. Again, this side has no cover, and on this side we already did the cover. Alright, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video, and I appreciate the support. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like this content.